Building a company culture, your team culture, your business culture is very important. You just don't want to hire people just to be productive. I know there are many great team leaders, great company manager, and great company owner. They will hire a productive person who is toxic for the team, who doesn't keep up with the culture, who treat people wrong or who treat client wrong. Even though they're super productive, they will get rid of them in a heartbeat because they don't fit the company culture. Now in this video today, I'll talk to you about how do you build a company culture that stick for all the employees, all the team members, you, everybody, with the clients. And that is so important because when you are vision driven, you are building your business, you need to have a great culture, because culture is one of the first thing people are going to look for. I learned this, with my mentors, my coaches. I'll tell you something. I'm in South Florida doing business for 26 years. Nobody in my family ever did business, but my all the credit goes to the my mentors, my coaches, the people my tribe, I hang around with, I do network with, I do mastermind with. All the credit goes to them because without them it was impossible to do that. So my goal today is, my friend, wherever you are in the world, whatever business you are doing, I want to share my 26 years of knowledge with you. So that's the way you can cut down time and you know exactly what need to do to grow your business. You don't need to spend a single dime here. Learn it. If you feel like this is something you need, go with it. That'll be my success, that even one person take it and run with it. One time I remember, my coach told me there are, say, 5 reasons if somebody, your employee or your team member, they stick with you, or business partner, they will stick with you. And the number one reason is the business culture. If they don't feel like they're happy with it, every day, they're enjoying the process, they enjoy being there in that company, they will not be there. So number one is not money. It happened with me many times. I pay more to some people who have skills. They didn't stick because they all money focused. The people who are culture focused, they will stick to you. So your goal as a owner, as a team leader, to build that culture. So number one, people are going to join because of the culture. Number two is the support and the training you have. Do you have the training and support for them, so they feel comfortable and they grow with you? Okay. Number three is the growth strategy. Are they growing with you, or they're stuck in one place? Number four is the position you put them, is that their strength? Like, yeah, it's good to be uncomfortable sometimes, but do they like it? Do they enjoy everyday process? And then number five will be the money. Of course, the money is one of the reason somebody going to work and somebody going to join your team, but that's not number one. Number one is the culture. I'm going to tell you in three different points, how to build a strong culture for your team and for your company. Number one thing, you have to have a vision. You have to have a vision, and your team members need to know, and that particular field, what they need to know on that vision, where they're going with you, because their vision and your vision has to align. So when you have a vision with your business and company, where are you heading to next 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 10 year, 20 year, where are you heading to, then you're going to hire people who fits that vision, because they have a vision too, and their vision has to be aligned with your vision. And that's the way you guys can go. We all can go together. If somebody joins you, regardless who they are, and they don't have a vision, they are not vision driven, they just want to make money, whatever, however, again, be very careful with that. You got to fire them right away. That's number one. So vision is a big thing, and being everybody in a clarity, because they should know the clarity, 1 2 3 step on that vision. Okay. Then number two is, you have to put them in the right position with their strength, because once they have a vision, you have a vision. The reason they need you, because they are not able to do certain things because that's not their strength. But then when they fit the right piece of puzzle, they fits in, they're so happy, they're going to enjoy the work. and they will be part of your vision, because that's what they will take that portion of the business forward, because they love it, they enjoy it, they like the day-to-day process. Like every day they'll be happy to do that. Who you are as a owner of the company, you are the force behind the driving force. Make a note to this. You are not the driving force, you are not the one who is really taking action. You are the force behind the driving force. I'm going to give an example. Think about Martin Luther King or Mahatma Gandhi. When they got the freedom for a nation, for a community, you know what they did? It was their vision, it was their dream, but they aligned with other people's vision, and they inspired the other people to together. Their job was to gather them together, inspire them, and make a movement. Not for them to go and then get the freedom. It doesn't work like that. And my coach one time asked me, Sean, tell me, what is the definition of a hero? And the definition of a hero is, hero will not do something by themselves. What hero will do is inspire people to get their goal, inspire people to achieve their goal, inspire people to get to the level they want to be, inspire people to achieve whatever they want. And that's what the hero becomes a hero, because they make people be successful. And that's what, you as a company owner, as a leader, business leader, you want to do that. And number three, you have to make sure that the people working with you, team member, employees, they're growing with you, because progress is success. Because if they're not growing, learning new things, implementing new things, or even growing their position, their income, if they're not growing, they are not going to be happy, because it doesn't matter how much money they make. It's a growth is the and growth in all aspects is the key. So you want to make sure that every single person in your team, in your company, are progressing, because once they're progressing, they feel successful, and they'll be so happy to work with. So my friend, again, the culture is, you have such a bond, such a glue in your team and the company, that people are going to enjoy every single day work. And then of course they're going to make money, they're going to make more money in the future, but they will be helping each other, they'll be happy to come to the work. Like, you probably heard a lot of employees, they're like, Monday morning, oh my god, I don't want to go to my work. That's not a good culture of that company. A lot of corporate business, like, people don't want to go to the work. That is not good. Those company, they don't go far, or they hire people, they lose more people. And that's why you see a lot of big companies that filing for bankruptcy, because one of the reason is that, because they are not able to cultivate a good culture. So that's why the culture is important, because everyone has to be like inside, from inside, happy to work on that. They'll be so happy on Monday morning that they're going to come to the office. They say, you know what, I have more opportunity to help people, I have more opportunity to work together with everyone in the team, in my company. And that is the culture. And you have to make sure that that culture follow through, that glue is there. Let me know, what do you think about the culture, what you have in your company, what you doing great. I like to know on the culture, what you doing in your company, because less other people know also from your side. Maybe you doing something more to that. Some other things you have to do also, other than the business, you should have some unwind time, because sometimes the business can be very stressful. So time to time, go for a lunch. Time to time, maybe once or twice a year, do some family event, something like outside of the business. That's what, also recognizing people. Now, recognizing people does not mean that you have to give a award or reward at the end of the year of the production. That is something different. Recognizing means, anytime, like, just off the hook, like without any expectation, praise somebody. Maybe send them some bonus, or maybe ask them about their family, maybe check on them, when they're not feeling good, or whatever, or they have something going on in life. Just check in with them. That's the reward. Or they do something, acknowledge them in the public, like, hey, you know what, very good job, I did that. Like, if you have like a group text message, and somebody mess up something, do not put that in the group text message, do that separately. But when somebody did something good, do that in the group openly, like, hey, I really appreciate it. Or Another thing also, I heard and I implement this also. They say that a bad boss is going to give you more work when you are a hardworking person, but a good leader, business leader, is if your boss or your employer will give you a better position. And that makes a huge difference, because when someone is working hard, when someone is giving their they're coming up with a huge positive attitude, giving their everything to grow the business, and when you give them a promotion, rather than just giving them more work, and that's what the magic happens, because now they're part of this family. In my business, in my team, like we treat each other like a family outside of the family. We are there for each other whenever someone needs. And that's what it is. It's not about just a group of people making money. That's not business. Business is a culture. It's a family outside of the family. Let me know, what do you think. Share with somebody. If you think somebody needs it, like and follow for more. Subscribe it. Make a comment. Let me know, what do you think. Thanks for watching. Always wish you all the best. And remember, always believe in yourself, because you can and you will. Because everything starts with you believe in yourself. Once you believe, you see it. Guaranteed. Let's do it. Make it a great business. Make it a great life. Thank you for watching.